DATP, and the Greater Dayton Area League of Women Voters present Meet the Candidates, your chance to learn about the candidates running for office in the November election.
Hello, I am Erin O'Brien, a member of the League of Women Voters of the Greater Dayton area. I am here with one of the candidates running for the office of Montgomery County Clerk of Courts. This November's election is to fill an unexpired term of 2 years and will be on the ballot again in 2020. There are two candidates running for this position. Those candidates are Mike Foley and Russ Joseph. Mike Foley, a candidate for this position, regrets that he could not be here due to a prior commitment. We will start our interviews by having the candidate tell us about himself and why he chose to serve as a Montgomery County Clerk of Courts. He will have 2 minutes for his opening remarks.
My name is Russ Joseph. I am the Montgomery County Clerk of Courts. I was appointed this past year to fill the term. And I'm a lifelong Daytonian. I was a graduate of Carroll High School and the University of Dayton, and my family and I live in downtown Dayton. We love being a part of everything happening right now and are excited about that. Public service is important to me. I love our community. Not long after graduating college, I got involved with the House of Bread. I served as president of the board for the House of Bread for a number of years. My wife Katie and I currently serve on the associate board for the Boonshoff Museum of Discovery, and we're tasked with raising funds to help their mission and hopefully inspire future generations the same way that we've been inspired growing up and has helped our family. Prior to being appointed clerk, I was chief deputy clerk for 10 years for Dayton Municipal Court, and during my time there I became a certified court manager. And gained a lot of experience in court administration, was named the Ohio Deputy Clerk of the Year. So I'm able to take all of that experience from Dayton Municipal Court Clerk and being able to apply that to my current position, where as Clerk of Courts, I'm really focused on making sure our office is operating as efficiently as possible and that we're doing the best customer service that we possibly can. In fact, my office, I'm proud to say, in the short time I've been there, we've been able to save taxpayers $1 million a year through our efficient auto title division. So really excited that we've been able to play that role, and I look forward to an opportunity to continue to serve our citizens.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Russ, what changes would you make to the Clerk of Courts office, if any, if you're elected?
I think our court has been a leader in the state and really the nation on adapting technology to serve the public, to serve our justice clients. We were one of the first to come up with e-filing, to develop an e-filing system for document filings, and we'll be continuing to develop that system. We're bringing it to our domestic relations court. That'll be rolling out in 2019. So we'll just continue to look for ways of doing a better job of making sure that we're making the courts available to folks in the best way, the easiest way possible for them to do their business. So we'll continue to do that.
Thank you. And do you think it's important that the Clerk of Courts be an elected office?
That's an interesting question. Of course, it's by state statute, so there's no decision to make on whether it is or isn't. I think the advantage of it being an elected position is you are held accountable to the people. We have a staff of nearly 100 people. We have 3 divisions between Common Pleas, Clerk, our municipal court operation, and our auto title division, which has 5 locations around the county. So there's a lot under one office that I think folks sometimes don't always understand that falls under the Clerk of Courts. And I think being an elected official makes you accountable directly to the people. And if something goes wrong and you're not doing your job, there's an easy way to get you out, as opposed to having to deal with some county administration to deal with that issue. So to me, that's the main importance of it being an elected official position.
Okay, thank you. And what criteria should be used to measure your success of failure as the clerk of courts at the end of your first term, if elected?
I think a good way of measuring it is again how, my job as I see it is to make the courts as accessible as possible, as efficiently as possible to the people of Montgomery County. So I think that a good way to judge that is to see, are you just doing the things as clerk that you're required to by the state, or are you going out of your way? Are you making sure that we're doing everything we can to best serve the public? One example of that is we're developing a chat bot for our website, and it'll be as far as we can tell, probably one of the first courts in the nation that is utilizing Microsoft AI technology to make our website available, for questions 24/7, to hopefully solve problems, answer questions that people have, both public attorneys, justice system partners, to really just try to do everything we can to bring our courts to the people as much as possible.
Thank you. And in closing, what would you like the voters of Montgomery County to remember about you as they go to the polls in November?
I've dedicated.
Let's hang on for a second. Yeah. Don't forget the lightning round.
No, we're not doing that.
She said we weren't cutting that out since there's not two people here.
All right, so ask your question again, please.
Sure.
Anytime.
And in closing, what would you like the voters of Montgomery County to remember about you as they go to the polls in November? You have 2 minutes for your closing remarks.
I've dedicated my life to public service and to specifically working in our court system. I have over 15 years experience in clerk of courts offices. I'm a certified court manager. I was named the Ohio Deputy Clerk of the Year. I want them to remember that experience when they're thinking about who to vote for. And think about if there's a time when you might need the services of the court. And how you will want an experienced clerk there to assist you, to handle your case individually with the care it deserves. I will do that. I've done that and will continue to do that. So I ask that voters think about that. Also, I'm proud of the efficient office that we run and the fact that we've been able to save taxpayers $1 million in my short 10 months as clerk so far. And I hope that people will remember that and will give me the opportunity to continue to serve, to look for more ways that we can save money, provide a better service to the public. So I ask for people's vote on Tuesday, November 6th.
Thank you very much for your participation today, and good luck on your campaign.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
The goal of the League of Women Voters is to educate the voting public and strengthen our elective political process. We are nonpartisan, meaning that we never support or oppose any candidate or party. We encourage everyone to vote. There are several ways to cast your ballot. By absentee ballot. Every registered voter should have received an absentee ballot application from the Secretary of State in September. If you did not receive the absentee form, you can download one from the Secretary of State's website. You can also vote early at your Board of Elections beginning October 10th. And the polls open at 6:30 a.m. on Election Day, Tuesday, November 6th, and close at 7:30 p.m. Last but not least, the League would like to thank DATV for partnering with us once again to present these candidate interviews. They volunteer their time, expertise, and equipment to make this possible. Thanks for watching, and be sure to vote.